What if Levi Ackerman fought against all Titans? What if Captain Levi fought not just one or two of the 9 special Titans, but all of them? As you guys know, Levi is by far the most broken human in the entire story. As long as he was around, things simply couldn't go the way Eren or Zeke wanted. It wasn't until he was intentionally nerfed that the story took the dark turn it did. However, what if he fought not just the female Titan and the Beast Titan, but also Eren's Attack Titan, the Colossal Titan, the Founding Titan? What about the Warhammer Titan? Well, that is what we're going to talk about today. Female Titan. Starting off with the female Titan, do you remember how badly, how brutally Levi butchers her arm before poking her eyes with his blades? Not just that, he makes sure to leave his blades inside her eyes to stop her from regenerating. He does all of that almost instantaneously. Within a mere instance, he goes from dodging her punch to just straight up butchering her arm and destroying her eyes. He doesn't stop there though. Hell no. He continues and starts slicing up the rest of her body. He is too fast. She can't even regenerate. Yes, she tries to protect her nape, but Levi's ruthless onslaught leaves her incapable of doing even that. But then again, Mikasa rushes in, messes it up, and Levi sprains his ankle while trying to save her. He still manages to force her mouth open and take Eren though, and so as far as the fight is concerned, Levi was victorious. However, what if they fought without distractions like saving Eren or Mikasa? Even if that happens, the female Titan would be toast. He completely ravaged her entire body in like a minute or so. However, would he have been able to do the same against Armored Titan? Armored Titan. As you guys know, the Armored Titan is tricky because we have to deal with the, well, armor. It's simply not that simple to deal damage to that armored skin. The blades of the ODM gear just get stuck. They do nothing. Even Eren's Attack Titan couldn't do a thing to Reiner's Armored Titan until he learned hardening. But there are ways to deal with him. What if we give Levi a couple of Thunder Spears? What then? The Armored Titan is as good as done. The battle will barely last any longer than it did while he was fighting the female Titan. By the way, we aren't talking about the Thunder Spears they used on Reiner back in Shiganshina. No, we're talking about the improved ones that we saw after the 4-year time skip. Yes, if Levi has a few of those Thunder Spears, the Armored Titan is nothing. But in case he doesn't, I guess you can say it will be a waiting game. You will have to wait until Reiner transforms back into a human. Alright guys, next up we have the Titan who knows Captain Levi's strength better than anybody else on the whole planet. We're talking about the Beast Titan. Beast Titan. Somebody once said that Levi versus the Beast Titan is what happens when you level a character in a game so much that the boss becomes a joke. Which is true because what happened during Levi versus the Beast Titan wasn't a fight. Heck, it wasn't even a massacre. It was just a guy playing Fruit Ninja in real life. We know that Reiner and Bertolt, or whatever that guy's name was, warned Zeke about Levi. For what it's worth, Zeke knew that Levi is strong, but how could he have possibly prepared for a man like Captain Levi? He could not even see him coming. The fight starts off similarly to how it did against the female Titan. The first thing Levi does is that he straight up slices and butchers the arm, only this time he actually cuts it into pieces. He's so fast that for a moment Zeke doesn't even understand what is going on. He's like, huh? As he tries to protect his nape, Levi takes out both of his eyes and then his ankles. It was already over by that point. Zeke couldn't react to a single thing. He is on the ground and so he tries to protect his neck with hardening, but he knows he won't make it in time. Levi slices his hand in countless pieces, and then we finally see our boy Zeke getting some sunlight. It's hard to believe that this was still just the first round. The second one was not as exciting as round 1, but that's alright because this time it was all staged. But what about round 3? Yeah, that's when it all really hits the fan. Zeke turns all of Levi's comrades, every single one of them, into a Titan. Not only does he kill them all, he also catches up to Zeke and immediately blows him out of that stupid neck. Yes, Zeke had the last laugh, but it's clear who actually won those 3 rounds. There's also round 4, but at that point, Levi just kills him. Now, the ending of round 3 is directly relevant to the Titan we're going to talk about next. Colossal Titan. It's time for the Colossal Titan. This one is a walking nuke, and so, let's not forget that the only thing that has ever won against Levi in the entire story was also an explosion. Colossal Titan is not the kind of opponent you can beat in a one-on-one. But hey, it's Levi, so let's see. For starters, Levi absolutely must steer clear of the explosion caused by the initial transformation. If he is close enough and Bertolt decides to transform, it's over. However, what if he avoids the Titan's initial transformation and also remains completely unscathed? At that point, the battle will remain in stalemate. Levi won't be able to get closer because of the steam, while the Colossal Titan obviously can't do anything to Levi. Yes, that's right. If the explosion doesn't work, they will be at a stalemate. Still, he can win if he can somehow make the Colossal Titan expend enough steam, and once the Titan is invulnerable, he will go for the neck. It'll be just like what Armin and Eren did, except Levi won't have another person distracting the Titan. This is why the Colossal Titan and Levi are not a good match. But then again, if we're talking about the mindless Colossal Titan from the Rumbling, Levi can take as many of them out as you want. Even Hanji was able to take out 3 of them after all. Jaw Titan. Moving on, we have a literal small fry. In Season 4, Episode 6, right before the Jaw Titan bites into Eren's neck, Levi cuts his jaw. Yes, he cuts the Jaw Titan's jaw and renders him incapable of using his immense biting and crushing strength. Of course, that's not all this Titan can do. He's also extremely fast and agile. Much like the scouts themselves, however, Levi still outclasses him in both speed and agility. It will take some time, and it will definitely be interesting to see how Levi handles a Titan who's just moving around, but once the jaw is taken care of, the rest is easy. But what about the Cart Titan? Cart Titan. Much like the Jaw Titan, the Cart Titan also has breathtaking speed, but Levi can kill her. With Cart Titan, the only thing you need to watch out for are the speed and the endurance. Which is a lot, but that is not a lot for an Ackerman. Most of the time, Levi doesn't even need a minute to do you in, and so the endurance will be useless against him. Then there is the speed, but remember, during his fight with the female Titan, he was so fast that she couldn't harden her skin in time, and so, speed is not a problem for Levi either. He is faster than one's reaction time. He would win against the Cart Titan. Attack Titan. Alright, after a couple of small fries, it looks like we're back to the big guys. How do you think the Attack Titan would fare against Captain Levi? Attack Titan has the main character privilege, but Levi has him privilege. He is him. The way I see it, the Attack Titan would not be any worse of a challenge than the Beast Titan. Yes, the Attack Titan is better at close-range combat, but it's also easier to get close to him because, unlike the Beast Titan, he's about the same size as a normal Titan. Of course, we're only considering the Attack Titan here. His narrative value is immense, but in an actual fight, he isn't any better than the female Titan. Yes, Grisha was able to outdo Frida and her incomplete founding Titan, but what is the Attack Titan going to do against a literal machine like Captain Levi? Plus, Frida is about as incompetent as Eren's grandpa. As for Eren, even with memories of the future, all he's going to see is himself getting chopped into bits by our captain. But if it's the Season 4 Eren we're talking about and he also has the Warhammer Titan, it'll be a different ballgame altogether. Warhammer Titan. Now, we have seen Mikasa fight the Warhammer Titan, but it was mostly just her unleashing a barrage of thunder spears, and even then, it did nothing because the Warhammer Titan has the power of remote operation. The user herself was encased in hardened crystal, all the while connecting to the Titan via cable. Seriously, this Titan is like a remote control transformer. Even if you can manage the Warhammer Titan's structural hardening, the user will just stay in their crystal and it'll forever be a stalemate. That's why Eren using the Jaw Titan's powers to crush the crystal was so brilliant. And one more thing, what if it's Eren we're talking about? What if Levi fights Season 4 Eren who has eaten the Warhammer Titan? This Eren has the Attack Titan, the Warhammer Titan, and the Founding Titan, but he can't really use the powers of the Founding Titan because of an obvious lack of royal blood. So how would this go? Just like how Levi won't be able to gain a decisive victory over the Warhammer Titan, he won't be able to beat Eren either. We have to keep in mind that the Warhammer Titan not only has better creative control over the hardening, it also hardens at a much faster rate. But if you think Levi would just straight up defeat the Warhammer Titan, make sure you share your thoughts in the comment section down below. And this all leaves us with the final Titan, the Founding Titan. Founding Titan. As we all know, the Founding Titan can do anything and everything. It's not just a Titan, it's a phenomenon. How do you even fight someone like the Founding Titan? Yes, the Founding Titan's memory manipulation won't work, but that isn't even the problem when you're being made to fight millions of Colossal Titans. But, and I'm going to put emphasis on but, what if there are no other Eldians around? What then? The Founding Titan can transform Eldians into Titans and can control them, but what if he is alone? In that case, you bet he is getting chopped up by Captain Levi faster than he can blink. Still, if it's endgame Eren, Levi would be unable to win because of the Warhammer Titan powers. Conclusion. So there you have it, folks. These were my thoughts on what would happen if Levi fought against all Titans. Captain Levi is an absolute menace. No wonder he was nerfed before the final arc, because otherwise, he would have somehow managed to stop Eren and Zeke from coming into contact. But how overpowered is he exactly? Well, the Attack on Titan guidebook gave us a breakdown of everyone's statistics, including Levi, and he is the only character who scores 11 out of 10 when it comes to his combat stats. His initiative is at a solid 10 out of 10, same goes for cleaning, which is relevant because he sure as hell cleans up a lot of Titans. His wits are praiseworthy, we're talking about 8 out of 10, but his teamwork is horrible, it's 2 out of 10. Now, I'm sure you'd want to compare Levi's stats with someone, so let's compare them with Mikasa, who is the second strongest Ackerman. Mikasa scores 1 point lower on both combat and initiative, however, her wits score the same as Levi. Her teamwork is better though, we're talking about 6 out of 10, and then of course, there is her love for her family, specifically Eren. It's 10 out of 10. I'm surprised it is an 11 out of 10 though. Anyways, to go over how Levi would handle all 9 Titans. It's pretty straightforward. He'd have no problem butchering the Female Titan, the Beast Titan, the Attack Titan, the Jaw Titan, and the Card Titan. Even if they use hardening, he is more than capable of dealing with them. However, for the Female Titan, he'd have to be quick because if she crystallizes herself, it'll be a stalemate. Next, we have the Armor Titan, Colossal Titan, and the Warhammer Titan. For Armor Titan, it's all about how many Thunder Spears he brings to the match. For Colossal Titan, it's a battle of endurance. If he can outlast the steam, he can kill the Colossal Titan, but it will be a long and exhausting battle. For the Warhammer Titan, it's nearly impossible for him to get a solid victory, but then again, it'll be a stalemate. He won't be losing either. And finally, for the Founding Titan, as we talked about, if it's just him and the Founding Titan, Levi would win. So basically, other than the Warhammer Titan, Levi can win against all of the other Titans. As for losing, he won't lose to any of them. He would have to watch out for the Colossal Titan's explosive transformation though, because explosions are the only thing that can bring about his downfall. Still, what do you guys think? Do you agree with this? Or do you see the battles unfolding in a different manner? Come on guys, let's continue this conversation in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, otherwise, the Beast Titan will visit you at exactly 3 AM tonight. Well then, I'll see you guys on my next video.